right, Kitty, you're starting to vlog off today. What do you have to say? I see. I see what you're saying. You do the gesture too. There we go. I see. And that's my gesture. And then you agree. Okay, I understand. All right, one more time. Oh, you're saying something different. Okay. Good. All right, it is a Friday, October 31st, 2025. It's Halloween, and we're not going to a haunted house, but we'll probably be driving by yards that are very scary. So, yards that have been decorated with Halloween frightening decor, and most likely there'll be like a Jason Voorhees or a Michael Myers, or maybe a ghost or a pumpkin, a skeleton. There'll be plenty of skeletons for sure. I'm almost certain. Almost every night I at least run into a few skeletons in the front yard, usually buried up to their waist. This is Critter. He's one of the supporting characters. He considers himself a star. He's from Amir Critters. I don't know exactly where it comes from, but that's his species. He likes to live, laugh, and smell good. He's a critter. All right, got that out of the way. This is part of the show where you get to watch me pick up food at restaurants and drop it off at your doorstep. It's the Please Subscribe show. So here we go. Please subscribe. Comes up usually about right there. And also, if you'd like to support the channel, the Cole Spivey channel, you can just put your PayPal right here. I mean, I'll put. That's a note to me. Sorry, it's me telling me. Put the PayPal right here. That's my PayPal. For some reason, I've been saying that. Put your PayPal. It's actually my PayPal. My PayPal will go right here, and that'll support the channel. There we go. I'm not gonna cut that out. I had to cut the other one out because of that. I'll put my PayPal right there. That's what I meant to say. Okay, it's probably still up right now. We're gonna pass by the butterfly and get started. I don't know. I watched the Criterion channel, so I get some stuff out of YouTube. Nick Offerman, he suggested Heart of a Dog by Laurie Anderson. There's the butterfly. I watched some of it, and I'll tell you what, it was kind of scary for Halloween. It's a surreal documentary about her rat terrier, and she threw in some Buddhist concepts and stuff like that. I'm not claiming to be a Buddhist or anything. I met Richard Gere, but I found it a little frightening, but that's just my own take. I haven't watched all of it. It is definitely interesting. It holds your attention. I only got to watch a few moments of it, so I might get back to that. Oh yeah, about the other half of Kings of the Road. Okay. So you're probably wondering why I didn't. You watch the second hour and you'll understand why I didn't make any more comments on it. But it still made my for right now, my top 11. It was a little different after the second hour, so it may not stay on my top 11. Sorry about that, Win Winders. But it'll definitely go on an honorable mention on top 11 films, because I rate my films, I rate my movies. I like to talk about movies, and then music too, if I come across it. Gee, wow, okay. All right, here we go. Already disassembling Halloween decorations. Might as well get at it early. Just picked one up at Flower Child, 5:30 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.8 mile for the pickup. Alright, Flower Child is right here at University Park Village, where Apple recently made a transition from one part of it to the other. Haven't been able to go to the new one yet. They're originally right, kind of adjacent to Flower Child, and they moved right by this Betsy's. I'll just show you. Right next to Abercrombie and Fitch. That's the new Apple right there. They're advertising that though, right there. That is a scary looking vehicle. Spiders and blood marks. Jason Voorhees on the headrest. I wonder if they'll keep the decorations up till Christmas. And then Apple originally was right over there, right next to Starbucks, and Flower Child, which is where we're going. This is University Park Village. University Park Village. No insult to Laurie Anderson. I love her music, and I'm sure the documentary is going to be great. It's just, I don't know, when people start talking about death too much, it kind of gets scary, but I guess it suits Halloween. Sorry about that. There's Flower Child. This Flower Child's on its way. 5:42 arrival, 6 minutes, 1.9 mile for the delivery. I think they're building an apartment complex right on University and Collinsworth. That's what that says, Collinsworth. And that's University, and that's the apartment complex that they're building by CBG. It's a brand new one. I didn't think they'd put one there, but it's right next to the Trinity. Yeah, I guess that's a good spot. There's the Trinity River. Jogging trails and camping. Then if you just want to walk over to the zoo and see Ladybird, which is a little elephant, you could probably do that from the apartment complex. Walking distance from the zoo and TCU is right down this way. Not but maybe a half a mile. And that one's for rent. All right, Mellow Mushroom on our way. 5:50 arrival, 2 minutes, 0.5 mile for the pickup. A bunch of these trees over the TCU area. Has like white bark, light color leaves, kind of. There's one at right in front of Mellow Mushroom, or right beside it. I wrote a children's story called Mid-City Boulevard Squirrels. It opens with Nutty getting run over. The squirrel didn't make it. So Timmy gets with Lucy, the squirrel. And of course, Johnny, the spouse of Lucy, they all meet, and Timmy gives a speech about crossing the road. It's in Mid-City Boulevard Squirrel. There's also an east. Well, there's the East Mid-City Boulevard Squirrel and the West Mid-City Boulevard Squirrel. They're two different children's stories. One has a sequel. And there's that other tree I was talking about. All right, this is Mellow Mushroom. I got this, I don't know, it's like a Man made out of steel, different metals, on a bicycle. It says 1974 on it. Alrighty, Mellow Mushroom on its way. 6:08 arrival, 9 minutes, 3.2 miles for the delivery. I think what kind of spooked me out about The Heart of a Dog, and I haven't watched it all yet, is she kind of showed her dog dying. I don't think it was a live action video. Some of it was. I don't know. It just kind of an eerie feeling. And then I think she showed the dog lying with his legs upward. But she said that in the process of all that, according to the Buddhist monks and their philosophy, is there's no crying in death. Okay, we've got a lot of trick-or-treaters coming up here. It's a whole chain of them. That's another thing I failed to mention. That the whole road, a lot of the roads are blocked off, or some of them are at certain angles, so that people can get the trick-or-treating done probably until maybe like 9 or something. I don't know when they stop blocking them off. They probably have a time limit within the neighborhoods on when the roads are blocked, so that they can the kids can kind of parade around and get the candy, you know, so they don't come back and toilet paper the house. It's trick or treat, right? So you better give me this candy, or my friends and I will come back with our little club and, you know, bash your pottery in. It probably wouldn't be that bad. It'd mostly just be toilet papering, or we'll just unload toilet paper all over the front yard, into the trees. I mean, you know how happy that'll make you when you come back from work. Your whole house is littered with toilet paper because, well, you failed to give out caramel apples, you know, during the trick-or-treat season, or during Halloween. That's the trick or treat. It usually never happens. I remember my half-brother and I went out when he was younger. I dressed as a ghoul. I wore like a robe and whitened my face. I don't remember what he probably went as like a Ninja Turtle or something. We got a lot of candy. People really liked our costume. A Ninja Turtle and a ghoul. Or a druid. I think I might have been a haunted druid or something like that. I think I came up with the costume pretty quick. Somehow I got a hold of a robe and some white makeup. I don't know how I did it. I don't remember. It was high school. It was during Halloween, Richland area. Note to driver, if you're going into the Dixon, you want to turn here. I don't know why it does that. You'll just end up U-turning because it's a dead end over there. Let's get there before. Wag the dog before the dog wags you, kind of thing. All right, Mellow Mushroom on our way again. 6:26 arrival, 10 minutes, 3.2 miles for delivery. I'm gonna go this way. That way's probably the right way, but I know for sure this way is. So. I think that gate over there is locked, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go this way. Yeah, I love Halloween outfits that are civilian clothes, just regular pedestrian clothing. You can never tell, you know. I'm in my Halloween outfit. It's my little vest, little fake stomach that I put in there. A little padding. Really got six-pack abs secretly. Underneath it all, yeah. Mellow mushroom on its way. 6:43 arrival, 6 minutes, 2.1 miles for the delivery. There's a lady in there that had a little baby with a skeleton sweater. I was like, oh, your baby's dressed up like a skeleton. She said, yeah. And there was another guy bragging about his kid dressed up as Buzz Lightyear for school. Yeah, my son, and we got in school today. He's dressed up as Buzz Lightyear. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. It's better than being dressed up as Dracula. Yeah. That's not how the conversation went. More like the subtext. He went as Buzz Lightyear, so he's clear. Oh, Buzz Lightyear. Okay. That's a good one. Well, my baby went as a skeleton. I think one year my son, he dressed up like Superman, and I was Clark Kent. Really, I was just had a business suit because I worked for a bank. So I styled my hair like Clark Kent, kind of, and I wore these glasses that I wear anyway, so it was pretty easy costume. But he had the whole Superman cape and everything. And that frog went as a frog. A scream. Oh no. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's at the end of the road. Oh, I don't know how they're doing this. How do you get through all that? Oops, sorry about that. Alright, pretty difficult to get through, but I was able to get through it. Dropped off the mellow mushroom pizza with Greek salad. I got a weird truck over here, Super Mario Brother over here.
It's actually gonna start rolling.
This is like the height of the trick-or-treat hour right before sunset. This little area is littered. Someone went as a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. This guy went as a father of 2. They're ghost babies. Looks like a roll-up or something. A roll-up taco. There's a dinosaur. T-Rex. This road is, I believe, Pembroke. Right on the edge of Forest Park. All right, now we gotta go to TCU. All right, next Mellow Mushroom, 6:58, 5 minutes, 1.7 mile for the drop-off. All right. Looks like this one's going to Colby Hall. Some TCU kid was like, hey, let me get in the picture. Because we have to take in-out photos. Like, nah, I don't think they just want the pizza. I'm like, so. All right, that was Colby Hall.
Homes of Tim Burton concert.
Uber picking up on campus. Go. Uber versus food delivery. It looked like it was just a fake out. All right, got a pretty good one at Buffalo Brothers. 7:09 arrival, 4 minutes, 0.9 mile for the pickup. Oh, got it. All right, Mellow Mushroom next. 7:20 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.7 mile for the pickup. God, Mellow Mushroom's so dark. Need a couple of light poles around here. I don't know, maybe it's my opinion, but doesn't it seem like it's closed or it's dark? It's just, I don't know. They're open. All right. Mellow mushroom. Mellow mushroom on its way. 7:27 arrival. 2 minutes. 1.2 mile for the delivery. Buffalo Brothers on its way. 7:35 arrival. 4 minutes. 1.4 mile for the delivery. A lot of those spiders. I'm having a yard party. Sound like E.T. All right, got a Panda on Hewlin. 7:46 arrival. 5 minutes, 2.1 miles for the pickup. I bring you panda for Halloween. Fortune cookie too. Panda, panda, panda. Panda Express on its way. 8 arrival. 7 minutes, 2.4 miles for the delivery. street traffic. Looks like they have these like little light wands that I can kind of use for lighting. Tanked up on candy. Tiki torches. Tiki torches. Giant dog.
Your batteries died?
right, got one at Pizza Hut. 8:15 arrival, 4 minutes, 1.9 mile for the pickup. Snag. Snack break is brought to you by Twigs. Fun. And Snickers. Fun size. Oh, got a pretty big one, bunch of wings and stuff. And I think 3 pizzas and some breadsticks. With all the wings and stuff, it's better to put in 2 bags, so I put them in 2. Pizza Hut on its way, 8:41 arrival, 7 minutes, 2.5 miles for the delivery. Full-on party. 3 or 4 pizzas and some wings. Play a bunch of copyright haunted music, which really it's all copyrighted almost. At least they do the original music. This guy's going as kind of like a cow wearing a hat. All right, got one at Firehouse Subs, 9:05 arrival, 3 minutes, 1.2 mile for the pickup. All right, Firehouse subs on its way, 9:25 arrival, 12 minutes, 5.9 miles for the delivery. Lonely trick-or-treater. Kind of creepy looking a little bit. All right, got one at Taqueria El Galpo. 9:34 arrival, 5 minutes, 1.7 mile for the pickup. Like this is gonna be a taco truck. Nightbill Tempre Nocturnal. Taqueria El Galpo. All right, Taqueria El Galpo. Double check that pronunciation. Taqueria El Galpo. It's on its way, 9:43 arrival, 4 minutes, 1.7 miles for the delivery. It's the taco truck. Taqueria El Galpo. I guess taqueria is probably related to taco. I'll find out eventually. Taqueria, pronounced like this.
Taqueria.
Ah, I said it wrong. Taqueria. Taqueria El Galpo is this taqueria means a Mexican restaurant food cart. It comes from taco and iria. Taqueria.
Taqueria.
Taqueria. It's a taqueria. Got it. Which means taco and business. Iria means business, suffix for business. Taqueria. I got one at Chewy's. I think they filmed Madison right there. It's Taylor Sheridan, branches off Taylor Sheridan production. I don't know if they use Paramount though. All right, 10:01 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.7 miles for the pickup. that is that it was made by a bunch of monastery monks, unnamed musicians. I think it's public domain.
Pearl Orff from what is probably the 20th century's most famous choral work. The London Philharmonic Orchestra and chorus Franz Welser-Must conducting WRR-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. Classical music and the arts for North Texas. And you are tuned in to the evening concert. Music to help you wind down the day.
All right, Chewy's on its way to All Saints. 10:17 arrival, 7 minutes, 2.2 miles for the delivery. They still have the lights off, so. I think it's a one-way. Well, at least it's late at night. This is where I was born. At All Saints. The purple lights. The purple lights. Okay, back to Pizza Hut on Berry. 10:28 arrival, 5 minutes, 2.1 for the pickup. Cheese and cracker break. Oh, it's a choir drop-off with costumes, probably too. Or maybe it's athletic thing. Pizza Hut on its way, 10:41 arrival, 5 minutes, 2 miles for the delivery. Right, Papa John's on West 7th, last one for tonight. 11:02 arrival, 9 minutes, 2.8 miles for the pickup. Thinking this is probably... I got to see Trent the Traveler today. Came out with a new one on gaming, which, you know, it's not a bad vlog, to be honest, because if you look at the finance of things, you've got 3 different places of entertainment that attract kids from a young age to all the way to like 25, even beyond. One is music, right? That's in 3rd place financially. Second is going to be movies, right? Movies and actors. That's 2nd place. I'm sorry. Let me start over. I'm starting over again. All right, so 3rd place in the finance section, right? And this is like what I've read, is going to be music. So if you're a musician, you're kind of like in 3rd place when it comes to the amount you're making. Actors, directors, movies, they're in 2nd place. First is going to be the gaming, as in games. Because kids flock to it, adults flock to it, and they buy it up like crazy. It makes billions of dollars more than the movie industry. That's what I've read. So gaming and all that stuff, it's at the height, it's at the top. And they use actors, they use voiceovers, or they use actors as voiceovers, or people that do voiceover. And sometimes they use them for live action stuff, and they put that in the game. Need a little more lighting. Papa John's on its way, 11:20 arrival, 11 minutes, 3.6 miles for the
playing the violins, and the English concert led by Trevor Pennock in a concerto RV 580 from Vivaldi's L'Estro Armonico.
All right, that's the last one tonight. Looks like we have 2 dressed up cooks or something. I don't know. Maybe chicks in the medical field or cooks that wear black and white. Probably gonna head back and feed Kitty. Well, we got about 19 more minutes of Halloween. I noticed that the radio stations put an effort in playing scary music, and they've gotten kind of more classical towards the end of the night. But yeah, they played a lot of scary music. They were playing some Harry Potter earlier in the day. I didn't put any of that on there. But that one, Fortuno, dun 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 dun, bum 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 bum. I think that's public domain. It was used in The Doors, Oliver Stone movie. It's been used in a lot of movies. Anyway, that's in there.
It's Halloween, Purple Light. There he is. The kitty. I just let Kitty know which one he's having before today's kitty is. So sometimes Kitty has time to prepare, kind of like an actor, and he'll be joining in to today's kitty. For now, we're going to feed the poor kitties outside, which is Amy the witch, the black cat. Oh, there you are. And Tabitha. Oh, Kitty's already. Gotta hurry up. So you gotta learn to share, okay? This is for the outdoor kitties, not for you. This is a special kitty. And I feed the outdoor kitties a little cheaper than I do Edmund because I have to budget. Hang on. Amy will get a little bit more probably. Pour a little bit of this. No kitty. It's for the outdoor kitty. He's pushing up against it. Kitties are territorial. All right. All right, this one's for Amy the witch. And I'm only gonna do today's kitty is. I'm not gonna vlog my ramen noodle. There's Amy. Here we go with today's kitty. There's one kitty, 9 lives, and each life has a number, 1 through 9. Swirl the cat food and pick a cat food. Today's kitty will be having fancy feast, beef feast and gravy grilled. Still kind of getting off your cue there, cat. Your mark. 1 scoop, 2 scoops. I feel like that's enough. Now we'll just polish this one off. There we go, kitty. High quality protein, fancy food. Let's move this one way over here. That's a good kitty. I go run after that way. Run along, kitty. And I'm just gonna have some chili flavored ramen noodle from Moroccan. Some of these bell pepper, green and yellow, spinach and carrots. And then some avocado. There's some avocado in here. It's like an older avocado. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, it's avocado. I just scrape the bottom of that off. I'm gonna put it in this sriracha sauce. I already got the water going. So we'll do front. I looked for some raisins, but I'm out of raisins. So this is a little bit of beef. I add a little bit of about 4 tablespoons of whole corn. Okay, kitty wanted me to show you this. All right, so I did for 3 minutes. Kitty was like, "Look, at least show them that part." And I'll add the guac, and then I'll see at the table if I decide to. Okay, so after an additional minute, put it on low. It's pretty much ready. Add some Italian dressing and some of that chipotle. That's why it's kind of orange. Well, it's not, I don't think, maybe it's sriracha. Gourmet sriracha or chipotle, one of the two. You can add both either. Sausage looks good. Those are the bell peppers. And that's pretty much it. And then a little bit of spinach. Actually, there's no spinach in it, it's just broccoli. We'll get spinach later. Okay. Check that. How was your food, kitty? some Italian seasoning. And I'm gonna have this Twix I picked up at a Pizza Hut. They were giving out free candy for dessert. I already had one earlier, but oh well. And this is nice and steamy. Probably a little too hot. Let's see what's on. It's a gamble. Oh wow, connected. Cool. Oops, hit a commercial again. That must be a new movie on Apple TV. Well, my new phone, it only came with Apple Music, because I already used the 3 months of Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Fitness, and the third Apple thing. I think Apple, let's see, Fitness, Music, and something else. Let's see. I was watching Trent the... Oh, this guy's on Stranger Things. David Harbour is a freak. Lily Allen, supposes actor. What is this? Huh, I might look at that for a minute. Probably left it in there a little too long, but it's still good. And I got this little wipe too right here.